fabricators in this area, and actually great young talent. Got a shop out in the country, a little hobby farm, and builds hot rods. So we're here, and I warned them. What are you saying? No, Buzz.
No, Buzz.
What's going on?
Always.
That hasn't moved since I was here last.
Well, that
What's going
I
on?
put it there 3 months ago.
How you doing anyway? I know you're shy, you don't want to be on camera.
Hey, buddy. Don't want to break the camera.
So this is one that pays all the bills. She's here today.
You got bill here?
Yeah.
Try to get your header together.
Heather together. Well, we're here. As you know, Keith, pretty much him and his shop built the Dandelion. Collaboration of ideas and his shop's talented abilities that made it happen. And so I've given them a few other projects here and there. And today they got Betty, my old black 66 Stepside Chevy Pickup, and they're building some MEDUSA headers. I don't know what else to call them, but that's not bad. Not a bad way to describe. And fixed the hood and did some bed wood and stuff. So yeah, I make it sound real easy, but
Yes.
like everyone says, it's just I'm generalist, so I make it happen easy. So, but anyway, here's his shop. You can see he's got plenty of stuff on the go. He's metal fab work. It's, you know, this is one of the this 27 Ford here is what brought me to Keith in the beginning. He had this at a car show called the Jalopy Jam that we just happened to come across one day driving around, and anyway, walking around, and I got his style. His style is my style. So I looked at this and a truck he built and a few other cars that attended that show, and I said, this guy gets me, and this is where the Dandelion, I said, was born. And in his other shop, since then he's upgraded, and now he's in this shop, so he'd have more room. But like any great shop, there's never enough room.
We're out of room.
So yeah, so this is his. I see he's got Novas. Here's my old truck. He got a chopped top, or he got a non-chopped top Merc up on the hoist, and
a rotten wheel.
and a rusted out Buick. Got a temporary paint booth in the back to see how that works for him, and
It's coming down.
yeah, well, I wouldn't come down too soon, but yeah.
Well, at least make it permanent.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
The
Yeah.
temporary plastic. The temporary plastic's been a year.
Oh, that's temporary.
There's your bed. What?
Yeah, so yeah, that looks 10,000 better
Yeah.
than what it did, eh?
I don't know if we should polish it or just call it good.
No, Paul, it's a driver truck. If you're happy with it, I'm happy with it.
Oh, it's my first time spraying. Hang on.
Well, that's awesome. That's better than my job. That looked way better than what it did.
Oh yeah, I always dry it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's original wood or not, but it seems like it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or it's very old.
Well, Tina would.
Well, that's three different sprays.
Oh, yeah?
The spray sanded dead flat
Yeah.
to try to fill the cracks.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then sprayed again, which should have been good, but that was my first try.
Right.
I screwed that one up, so we sanded it a little flatter.
But
And
hey,
I think it looks pretty good.
I think it looks fine. It's about having faith in you, and I always have. So,
For bedwood, I think it's pretty nice.
yeah. That was the oak, the original oak that was in the bed. And Keith here at the shop, they took it out on my command, I guess, and figured he'd do something better with it, and it looks way better. So we saved a tree. Or he saved a tree, I'm just paying for it.
You'd be surprised how many pieces have to come off that box to get that out.
Oh yeah? I don't doubt it, yeah.
I didn't know, I had no idea until he started taking it apart. It's like, can I unbolt a lot of this?
So this is so that's one part of my project, and the other part is these fantastic headers.
Almost.
I know. Like look at these.
Yeah, you never seen them.
No, I've never seen them in person. Like, there's not a set of headers like this anywhere. And this is his handiwork. This is one of the things that I noticed in a lot of his cars, that he can build unique headers. Like, and I love his headers. And this is all stainless. Well, you described them.
You just did?
Oh, well, it's hours and hours and hours of work. Like, look at the work put into this here to get this here. They come right in with the camera there and take a closer look. It's unfriggin' real. You know, this fantastic motor that Sussex Engine built me deserved a set of fantastic headers. And these are like, you wait till Mike sees these in person.
I'm going to show you how we do it.
Oh!
No, so really, it all starts with these. So it sounds easy, but it's not. So there's a piece that attaches in here. So you just start kind of working your way. I got 3 different radiuses of this. It's 3-inch, 4-inch, and 6-inch. And you need it all. But there are different exhaust bends you can get, but then these don't work. Nothing will line up. The only thing I don't like about them, well, it's a good thing. The good thing is they're all 1-inch spacing. So if it's the straight one, it's 1 inch. If it's 2 inch, like different radiuses, they're all the same volume basically. So you could do perfect equal weight headers.
Okay.
But for headers like this, where that doesn't matter, they're not perfect degree marks. So you never end up at 90 or 180. So it's always a little more, or a little less.
This is absolutely perfect, equal tube headers completely.
Yeah, of course it is. Wink, wink.
These here, but this here is art. Like, to me, I'm a header guy, and these are crazy, buddy.
Well, we have
like these are
the hard part of fitting them back together now.
I know.
Because they're all tacked up and welded as much as possible. Well, they're still tacked to the flange.
Yeah.
So they don't move as much, and then whatever you can't get to, cut off, weld it. So you just gotta. But the one on the truck, you can see what it looks like.
So if no one's seen Betty before, this is Betty.
Bam-a-lam-a-lam.
So Betty's got a story. I named it after my grandmother, Betty. And I mean, Betty's black and the song goes well with it and all that stuff. But my story about this is my grandmother hated this truck. So one time she asked to go to the store, and I showed up in this truck to go and get her. And she was an English proper person. She was a war bride. She was very proper. And anyway, she never was any flash. She didn't like flash. And she always worried about her hair. And anyway, I show up in this, it's shake, rattle, rolling. I pull in and she says, oh, Jason, is that all? Like, do you have anything else that you could take me to the store? And I said, well, not really. I said, I'm here and stuff. She said, oh. So then I put her in the passenger side and helped her in, and we went down to the store, and she's just like, oh. She was just like beside herself that she did not like this truck. So anyway, she thanked me for the drive, but she did not like this truck. So anyway, she is now since passed, and I named my truck after her because that neat story. So anyway, so Betty's an old truck that we found in a garage in outside of Stanley, New Brunswick. Just a cool old truck. I've got history with this truck. This truck about 20 years ago showed up in Fredericton, New Brunswick on a snowy day with a for sale sign in the back window. and a guy from Alberta had Alberta plates on it, and a guy had it, and I was in getting diapers, I think, at Shopper Drug Mart. So anyway, I'm looking at it and said, what a shame he's driving this truck. And I said, so maybe someday I would get one, something like this. Well, anyway, about 10 years after that, this is what I found. I heard about a truck in a garage. The owner had passed away. The widow had it for sale, and I went in looking for it. Well, went to the garage, talked to the lady, got inside, opened up the door, and behold, it's that truck. So anyway, great old truck. A squirrel had built, and mice had built nests between the roof and the two skins in the roof, so we had to replace the roof. Took it down to the factory welds and seams and replaced the roof. But pretty much the rest of this is all original steel, original cat corners, great old truck. And I had a fella paint it for me, and it sits up high and dry like an old school truck, and I love it. It's got highway gears, so it'll do 100 miles an hour going down the road. And she's old school. She's old school tires, rims, and here's what we got building for it. So this year, of course, you're seeing the big blower sticking out of the hood, of course. She's a 409 blower motor. So how this came about is that we found a rare 2.4-barrel intake from a 409 by accident. It had a bolt-on plenum, so we were able to bolt on a aluminum flat piece of on the top of the plenum of the intake to make a blower manifold. And hey, what better rig to have than a 409 blower motor? I don't know of another one around. Most people on the East Coast never seen one. And here we are making such a beautiful motor with a great setup all the way around. This is first I seen this radiator setup because we had some heating issues. And then these fantastic, look at these headers out through the fender wall. Like that there is, gets me excited, I tell you.
It is exciting.
It's freaking exciting. So anyway, it's awesome. So it's I can't wait for them to be finished. But a great truck. Look at those headers, hold me free. A great truck, great motor, great old black girl. Betty's her name. She needed these fantastic headers too. So yeah, so that's the story on it. So anyway, it's got.
She always wanted curly hair.
My grandmother always did want curly hair.
Really? Well,
yeah.
she's got curly hair.
I got some other stories which I won't put on camera about my grandmother and her hair. But anyway, this is her. So I'm you know what? The pictures don't do it justice. No. The way these headers set in there, they set right. Like that's right.
That was hard to do.
That's as right as rain in there. Like you look at the way that there goes in through there, Tara, get around the steering shaft and stuff. But it really doesn't do it justice, the work that's been done. I knew it was coming here eventually for headers. We just didn't know when, and I'm so glad we got it here because this is what.
I should grab an original one, the one you had on.
And this was Mike and them doing their best. Like Mike and them, a Sussex engine, build what they can, and build some great stuff and fabricate stuff. And we didn't know what we were going to do for headers. And Mike built these to make them work, and they worked. They worked pretty good.
What's the difference?
But we can look at the difference.
That's before. These flow okay, but you just have a lot of power, and
yeah,
it was just a space issue.
And even Mike suggested we need a better header, so Mike, you can see we got a better header. But yeah, the before and after shot. So this is before we went to the gym, which I never go to a gym. This is before we went to a gym, and this is after about 100,000 bales of hay, throwing them in the friggin' in the hay mow. So before and after, it's friggin' awesome. So anyway,
it's gonna be good.
Well, thank you so much, buddy. Holy old, that's funny. Oh, anyway, so
yeah,
tickled
picture,
over
they
that.
don't look the same in pictures.
No, these look way more impressive in person. So, and see, that's gonna look just right, sticking out of there. Everyone's gonna say, "What the?" I'm like, "What is?" You know? And he cut back the fender wheel well right too. And
Yeah, we'll have to finish those up.
yeah, I know there's still work in progress on that side. So, yeah.
I don't know if they stay open or if we should try to close around them to keep the rest of the heat out, or if more heat stays in if they're not, you know?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'll just try them.
Yeah, try them and see what happens. The radiator, man, you barely know there's anything different done.
Yeah, he had to make a shroud, but other than that, it's tight. It's
Yeah.
as tight as it was, but this rad's definitely bigger.
Oh yeah, yeah. You can see it's got like more cords to it.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
significantly bigger.
I should almost put. Did they still make steel screen or stainless steel screen?
Like a Model 8?
Like a screen like you'd see in the screen door of a house in stainless steel. Should almost put that in front of it to protect it from the bugs.
Yeah, that'd help.
You know what I mean? Like set it inside, in front of it.
It's not bad.
I never thought of it. Like we did it for the Dempster driving the old Trans Am,
Yeah.
and Mark there, my buddy that we met on the trip, was put that in front.
Really?
But it's not screen. It was more almost like chicken wire, but not really chicken wire. But it just got me
Yeah.
thinking about protecting this radiator, even with that. They used to have stainless steel screen or screen door in your house. So it might be something to look
I
at.
know whatever. The front of a Model 8, they have that.
Do they?
On
Okay.
the front of the rad, and it's smaller than chicken wire, but the gauge is pretty thick.
Is it woven?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is smaller, but we'll look at that maybe
But you
too.
could get it, like, any of that stuff you could just get at the metal shop. They
Okay.
have all that kind of stamped and decorative metal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you guys modify the top of this too?
No, that's how it comes.
Oh really? So it thought about that.
Yeah. Well, the other one was similar to.
Yeah. Well, this is what a buddy of mine with a big block blower motor and a fleet side one of these had. That radiator, and he lived in Arizona. So I think it'll work.
The one thing I should have done, just out of curiosity, is filled the old one with water and measured it, and
Yeah.
then filled this with water and measured. I would have been curious
How much more volume?
because they don't say you can't. Because none of the specs say it.
Right. That's another thing I wonder if a person had more reservoir to go from. Would that help? I don't know.
Wait, your overflow?
No, like even more tank space.
I'm sure it would.
If
How
you
could it
built,
not?
if you built like something underneath that took up more volume, but still hidden. But
Yeah, how could it not?
yeah, I don't know. But we might probably solve the problem right now. So
Well, you're gonna find out.
yeah, we'll find out for sure.
You got more heat leaving the engine bay, and you got more cooling. So
Can you fix the hood?
I hope so. Looks fixed.
Yeah, it did. They look great, eh?
I don't know. It's not set up yet, so careful if you go close. We just bolted it on just to get it out of the way.
Right? Yeah. So what'd you do? Wedge it or?
Well, there was that piece there for when this was cut open.
Right.
Was basically just a flat
It's
bar
flat, yeah.
of solid stock.
Yeah.
So I pie cut all that. Or no, it might have been two. So I pie cut from basically here. I just it's the only way to fix it after it's being built,
Yeah.
other than building it again.
Yeah.
And just pie cut all that. And well, I made a template of the cowl first
Okay.
because that being flat kind of made the hood stick way out.
Right.
Where
Yeah,
now
it did.
It was sticking out almost probably a good 3/4 of an inch on
Yeah.
the side.
Yeah.
So I just made a template and then transferred it to this with center lines and stuff so you stay perfect.
Yeah.
And then we just sanded down what was there and no body filler or anything on the top here. It's just primer. I think it works.
Yeah. Well, it looks better already. The big thing, I know this is better, way better.
Yeah, that was crazy.
This was stuck
And then
right
we
in.
haven't set this up yet. It's just
Yeah, just set
we
on.
just bolted it on so nobody stepped on it, and so we can
Yeah.
build another hood.
This little girl, I tell you, I love this truck. You know. all
Well, you
this-
should love it more now.
Oh, I'm afraid of. You wait till we hear with those headers.
Well, I think those headers are gonna.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear the headers in there. I think.
And having it down here and showing off the pipes lately, I think that's all part of it, eh?
Oh yeah.
Like it's, you know,
It's gonna look. I think it's all it needed was that.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
finish the exhaust the way you kind of pictured it.
And then it's finished.
Yeah.
Cool. We do a little different, more interior work, but
I like the interior.
yeah, it's simple and black.
Suits it.
So I love the old steering wheel too, the Chevelle steering wheel.
I was wondering if that's what it was.
Yeah, it's a 66 SS Chevelle steering wheel. So you get the feel what, you know, you're almost, that's your time machine. You know, if you had a black and white picture and you're out driving down the road, you wouldn't know whether or not this was, unless and you get clunked in the head,
Yeah.
you know what year it is. You hop in this and you, behind that steering wheel, you say, hey, I just dropped back 50 years in time.
Yeah.
What? The gas prices are that? Time work. But anyway. Oh, that's great.
Well, I'm glad you're happy. The headers are a lot of work.
Ear to ear. What's that?
The headers were a lot of work.
Oh, I know they are.
Like they're so tight, they're well,
I know they
they're
are.
fairly close to the kick panel, so they're both slightly. You can't see them both at the same time,
Yeah.
but they're slightly different. But when you open the hood, they're identical.
Yeah.
And when you look, because we had to work around the steering shaft, some of this had to go back further than I would have liked, and then that side, obviously the heads are set back, so I had to make up
Yeah.
about an inch from where these exit. I had
Yeah.
to make up about an inch or so, whatever the difference is, so that they all exit in the same spot and stay
Okay.
away from the, what do you call it? Stay away from the floor. Unless your passenger is like hot feet.
I don't know, Pastor. Do you like hot feet? Yes, sir.
Yeah, they're gonna sound.
Where's the scoop for it? Right inside?
It's up there.
Up there?
Oh, you want it?
Well, I should set it on just so people can see the full gamut. There's the back of it. I like old vintage race parts. You can, well, duh, I guess you can see that. So anyway, this here just, where this old girl's kind of square and rounded, and this scoop is square and rounded, and I'm kind of rounded. You know, it's the icing on top of the cake. You know, so just set it on there, see. You can get a full view of what the whole thing looks like. So anyway, we'll have more pictures of this in the future, and we'll have some driving around in it and some videos of driving around in it and stuff in the future, and I'm pretty tickled about where it's going. So freaking awesome. So we had a big question we were kind of wondering with this old truck of mine. We're wondering about, should we panel in almost a second panel and close off the heat from getting out. I don't know how to describe it, but basically put another panel in to finish this off a little more, but it might keep our heat in the engine compartment and
Well,
and not
alternatively, the heat from out here
won't
is
get
gonna
in.
come back into here, or it's either not going to, and we don't know what's going to be better.
Yeah. So it's a question, I guess. And over here, it's the same thing. You see how he cut it open so you get room for his headers, but maybe it's okay the way it is. Maybe we should put more inner fender back into it or leave it out so it has more flow. I don't know. So maybe we'll ask the viewers out there what they think. We're not really sure.
Yeah. We want an opinion.
We want an opinion. So send your opinions and hey, we'll take them into consideration. Because like most people, we're just trying to figure our way through this. We got nothing else to go by. A 409 blower motor and a C10 just isn't any around to go by. So anyhow, well, thanks for your time, folks.